I'm delighted to welcome to our shores our special guests, the non-resident heads of missions accredited to Fiji from Canberra and Wellington, your dear spouses, and accompanying officials who have traveled with you from your respective missions. This is the first ever familiarization visit organized for non-resident ambassadors and high commissioners accredited to Fiji. I am pleased to host all of you. You now become pioneers to a program that we intend to grow in the coming years. The theme of nurturing global partnerships for sustainable development is reflective of the nature and intent of the familiarization visit. Over the years, I have been encouraged by the willingness and commitment demonstrated by our partners in strengthening bilateral bonds through concrete programs of cooperation and assistance. The Fijian government remains open to growing our relations with you through enhanced political and strategic engagements. As resident heads of missions would know, there are opportunities that exist for strengthening cooperation bilaterally in various sectors such as trade, investment, sports, tourism, and multilateralism. Fiji welcomes your partnership in these areas and others, such as higher education and skills training, technological innovation, infrastructure development, environmental conservation, climate change adaptation and mitigation, just to name a few. We are looking to strengthen bilateral cooperation with both developing and developed economies through facilitative arrangements that are mutually beneficial. While the global trading system has benefited immensely from the advent of the internet, e-commerce, and new technology, enhancing our people-to-people links require easier cross-border access. To that end, Fiji has been and is pursuing visa exemption arrangements with partners that are willing to do so. We all know how vital this is to fostering stronger relationships and enduring partnerships. Excellencies, there are opportunities available for our countries to jointly support development in the Pacific region. Fiji is committed to working in partnership with your countries to deliver targeted assistance to our regional neighbors. A key and obvious priority for the Pacific Island countries is tackling climate change. Fiji is humbled to have played an active part in helping to operationalize the Paris Agreement during its tenure as president of the 23rd session of the United Nations Climate Conference. We now have a rule book agreed at COP24 in Poland that enables us to better implement the Paris Agreement. As we prepare for the UN Secretary General's Climate Summit next month in New York, it is imperative that every country is focused on providing ambitious national targets and initiatives that will enable the international community to avert catastrophic climate disasters. Moving forward to COP25 in Chile at the end of this year, we need to ramp up our collective efforts to fully implement the commitments made in the Paris Agreement. My hope is that after this visit, you will have a greater understanding of what is feasible in addressing mutual challenges and enhancing opportunities to safeguard our collective interests. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the facts and figures will tell you that our trade is growing. Our exports are increasing. We are creating more jobs. We are attracting historic levels of investment. Our economic base is steadily expanding its diversity. Tourism earnings have risen. Our levels of foreign reserves remain strong, and we continue to deliver development across the country at a pace Fiji has never experienced before. I know that we would not have achieved this without the assistance of our friends and partners, some of whom are represented here today. I also know that there's so much more to be done, more opportunities to be realized, and more partnerships to be forged to meet the intent of the Fijian government. Fiji is ready and open for business. And in my role as Minister for Foreign Affairs, my intent is to build greater level of bilateral, regional, and multilateral partnerships and cooperation at all levels. I encourage you as accredited ambassadors and high commissioners to Fiji to identify at least one area or sector during this visit that we can cooperate in that would be of mutual benefit to our countries. I look forward to your views on this. I am confident that mutual gain will be derived from the personal experience of our visiting heads of missions and your spouses in Fiji. I trust that you will share those positive experiences and insights gained about Fiji to your respective countries. Enjoy the program and your visit to Fiji, as well as the hospitality of our people. Pinawalevu, thank you and Dhanyavad.
Thank you.